Alright, welcome back everyone. Today, we'll actually be continuing Hollow Knights here. Oh, I do hope everyone's gonna enjoy this. I'm looking forward to this. But, like always, first a quick ad, then we get started, so I'll see everyone in just a few minutes here. Alright, give me one moment and we'll get started here. Alright, welcome back everyone. Oh, I'm looking forward to this. This game was a lot of fun during the 24-hour stream, and I'm excited to continue it. I hope you guys are excited to see. Oh. There we go. Alright. Now let's see if I actually remember the controls here. We'll just be continuing where we left off. I did not realize I played 4 hours of this during the 24-hour stream. Alright. What was I doing again? Let's see here. Okay, so we're heading down. Okay. We can do that. Let's go ahead and make our way over. Get to know what we left down there. Okay. Hey, Brian. How's it going? You have indeed arrived. Hope you've had a good Sunday here so far. Hey, Artie. Welcome on in. You know, let's just do that real quick. Oh. I'm glad you're enjoying He Is Coming, by the way. I figured, after playing it, that was one you would, just really enjoy overall. Yes. We actually got through at least a few bosses. I think one was Hornet and the False Knight. And some minor bosses. I am completely screwing this up. One moment. He didn't even give me the satisfaction of ending him there. Ah, okay. Alright. Trying to, you know, get my stuff back here. Alright. Let's get healed up. Shouldn't it be right down there? Well then. Just gonna go ahead and make the executive decision to ignore the explosives. Oh. Couldn't walk right past them since we've talked to them before. Okay. Well. I need to get used to the platforming in this, definitely. I think I've taken more damage from the platforming than I actually have, actually fighting the enemies in most cases. Also, need to figure out how to upgrade my stuff here. Still haven't found anything for that yet. Okay, we did lose all our coins, so you know what? Yeah, let's head this way. Let's see if there's anything we could actually do over here. No. Anyways, I guess we are just heading down. No, I never noticed that corpse there. Looks a little different than normal. Anyways. Use these for free healing. And let's see if I can just rush through this. Okay, the map does not pause. Didn't realize that. Good thing I was already far enough away. I remember these. I'm just gonna... Yeah, let's just try and get rid of this thing. Because if I remember correctly, this will follow me here. Hmm. That was a hunter's log note. Oh. I actually hope I'm going the right way here and not going, well... I guess if this is a true Metroidvania, going somewhere early is not an issue. Which is nice. Alright, let's get this thing in here so it's nice and easy to deal with. Good enough. This was the way down. There's something over here. Right, I remember what happened. I remember thinking I was invincible while reading that because those things were having trouble hitting me. Right. Alright, swift end at the end of their claws. I don't think so. Let's keep this moving. I love the exploration in this already. Oh. Alright, I'm actually gonna have to fight this thing probably. Okay. Just, you know, use the blast there. It's actually probably safer to do this. There we go. Okay. Anything down there? Or... You know, I'm expecting to just wander into a boss down here. While also missing a rest point, potentially. I'm fully expecting that at this point. I do like the healing system.
No.
Makes it where attrition isn't what kills you. Hey, Matthew. Oh, come on in. Hope you're having a good day. Did I go this way? I don't know that I did. It looks like I have a lot of trouble getting back. So 1 second. Also, you know, looking at the background here, maybe something big here too. Just a feeling. With the masks on a pike there. Okay, there's a bench down there. I do like the signs. It's very nice for actually finding your way through. Alright. That's the Mantis Village. Okay. It probably was a point of no return. Who is this? Okay, well, we can't bust that, so we gotta go around. They look more like an NPC and sound like it, considering the fact they're whimpering there, but who knows? Trust nothing here. Squish every bug. Dash Master. There's the likeness. Okay, Bear is able to dash more often as well as dash downward. I'm using this. And hey, the Hollow Knight! Welcome in! Perfect timing. I guess we're just, you know, piloting, you through this little area here. I promise we won't get you killed. Promise. Well, as long... Okay. Doing good. Doing very good. Well...
I'm being told that it's a skill issue, just don't die.
Other than that, yes. I actually need to modify that. Okay, thank you. Because I want to... Let's see. How much does this cost? 2? You know what? I'll just learn how to read the map here. It'll be fine. And we'll go with this. But yeah, doing good. Been eager to try this game, and, you know, decided to finally start it up after giving it the initial try, during a, like, multi-game stream, basically. Really enjoyed it then. So let's see. Oh, that feels much better. Can't dash up. Oh, I like that. That feels perfect. Also, hold on. Okay, so we can only get one airborne dash, so I can't use it to... That's a door. I can't use it to platform to any new locations. Is there something I missed here, maybe? Because that's definitely a door right there, I feel like. You know, I should probably take a quick look. Okay, so we have the city crest. We don't have anything too big there. So I guess the only way to progress would be through the Mantis village here. And yeah, it's definitely a door. So I just need to figure out how to open it up here. Alright. I'm gonna be double checking a lot, just in case of secrets. Or at least attempting to. We'll see if I actually find them all. Alright. There. Okay, well, we need the money here. Need to collect as much money as possible. So I should probably make it a point to collect the coins here. If it's gonna start me back there, I might as well do that. Okay. Especially if it doesn't actually respawn them here. Just gonna play that safe. And there we go. Oh. Well, that's a good amount of money. And I'm just gonna pass by them. They're no big issue. And I guess we have to go through this point of no return here. Actually, wait. Was there a wall? No, that was Blasphemous I'm thinking of with the wall climbing mechanic. From the blade sticking in. Okay. I'll get used to those enemies eventually. We'll just go ahead and heal up. Not too worried about being, you know, perfect here on these basic enemies. I probably should just to get used to playing like that more. Or at least, you know, not necessarily perfect, but actually trying to avoid hits. Generally, it's a good strategy. One I don't always believe in, but, you know, it's a good strategy nonetheless. Let's go ahead and open that up. Okay. Almost didn't see that thing there. Those things can actually... Well, they're not, like, super hidden, but very easy for them to surprise, like, right there if you're not paying attention. Looks like there's nothing over there. Okay. That's something right there. That is most certainly something. There is no reason there would be a glowing crack right there. Maybe I'm reading into it too much, but, you know, that just seems odd and out of place. Okay, so we need a lever here. Oh. That's right through there. Yeah. Thought it was actually just far enough. There we go. Lever open. Gateway's ready. Let's go get us whatever that shiny object is here. Just noticed that lever too, actually. Alright. You back off. Ooh. I'm assuming the kingdom here. Okay. You know, I was wondering. Oh, that feels good already. That already feels just perfect for this kind of platformer. Okay, I can short jump off of that, so I need to make note of that for precise platforming purposes. For later. The truce remains, our vigil holds, the beasts are kept at bay. Okay, we can just... I can actually use that just to, oh boy. Don't tell me I'm gonna die here to the spikes. Okay. I'm not going for that. I'm not going for that. I don't trust myself. We're just gonna go right here. That's definitely, like, hard forcing you to get used to the idea of just dashing. Yeah. The dashing off the wall there felt a little unnatural. But that's because
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
That it is, Matthew. It's definitely like you have to quickly flick the stick to dash there. Is what it felt like there. Which is, it feels very odd, but I can definitely see it becoming second nature later. Forgive me, it's been a while since I've played a platformer. At least a 2D one. Yeah, so, like, I was basically just, I was probably cutting it a little close. But, let me actually see. I was doing that pointlessly, wasn't I? I was. And I was too busy testing it. Hey, at least my stuff's, you know, right here. Good to know. I mean, nothing lost. Yeah, as long as you lead your army effectively, especially in Warband, Matthew, you can very easily defeat larger numbers. And you're kind of incentivized to learn how to. But yeah, I was expecting I had to dash off the wall in the direction there. So I was literally like, you know, just quickly doing that motion to dash there. And that's why I was messing it up, probably. Because I was trying to time that rather than just timing the dash itself. Okay. Let's just get healed up here. I'll get back into the swing of things here. We're just gonna do this. Or not. This is gonna go horribly, but... Didn't realize I had an aerial. Or anti-air there. Okay. Also... Did I miss a path? Oh boy. I'm gonna... Ah. I just noticed when I was looking at the map there were 2 spots open. Alright. Let's go double check that real quick. I was assuming the levers just opened up the shortcuts there, not the full path. I'm just gonna ignore him. And that was my mistake, clearly. You were the wrong one. Okay. You know, even with the combat and me playing very poorly right now, this is very relaxing still. A huge part, you know, due to the music here. Yeah. That's the nice thing about having a small warband with something to keep them occupied. Oh, well, you know what? Maybe the giant gears have something to do with this. Just maybe. I'm gonna check that top spot first, though. Completely not paying attention to the fact there's an enemy right here. Okay. I couldn't quite get to that before, right. Okay, that's on the left side, so I shouldn't have to go across the spike pit at least. Let's see. Should be right up I'm guessing it's to the left up here. Nope, just straight up. Okay. Interesting. I see that. Oh. Okay, so I do need to dash up there. Or dash over, like, to that part. I can see it. I mean, everyone's just, you know, vibing, going about their day. Except for those mushroom guys, they freak out at the slightest sign of danger. Now, how... Okay, I see. It's from the other end. Right there. You know, we still gotta disturb them here. They've got coin after all. I kind of need coin. Let's just do that. Now, what do we have here? As I just make sure the corpse is gone here. Wanderer's Journal. Okay, it's not in that journal. Ah, okay. So those are just collectibles. At least currently. I don't have a current immediate use for them. Alright. Okay, nothing there. Why does that feel like a return path? That definitely feels like a way I'm supposed to come back from rather than a way to progress there. I keep wanting to... You know what? I'm just gonna do that. I keep wanting to short jump, when going back. Okay. So... Let's see. Yeah, this is just a reconnecting. Okay. Well, we got what was here. I now know this is just a simple path back. It would seem. So let's just head back here, and we'll go down the hole. Nothing ever goes wrong when you jump down a massive hole that opened up from, you know, flicking a lever. Nothing ever goes wrong with that. Alright, well there's clearly a way down. Why does that look like there's a path there? Alright. Let me check up on this side. Okay, there's nothing significant there. Go ahead and get that back. You know, that can wait. Alright. Now I'm done getting ambushed here. Okay, there's a path right there. There one. I guess I can't see the map here until we open this up. So let's take a peek. Okay.
He's just standing there, menacingly.
Yeah, he's just waiting to pull the lever so it can say, no, you don't get to go this way. And I'm just contemplating, you know, squishing the bug. As is probably needed here. Yeah, just short jumping the whole time there. Whatever. Okay, you know what? Screw you. Didn't see him there. My map is at least updated. Okay. Alright. Let's just get back to where we were. I mean, they started it. I'm just finishing it, alright? They're the ones who decided to open with hostilities. I was content just passing by originally. I was just gonna leave them to their, own ways. I just needed to cross the area. You weren't here before. What are you doing here?
Yeah.
You know what? Oh. Just keep this on hand here. 1 second. Hello again. I suppose you've already met with this tribe of the village. They seem distrustful of strangers, to put it lightly. They're not brutes, though, no. The sickness in the air that clouds the mind of lesser beasts, they resist it. They retain their intellect and their honor. Also, their lethal traditions. Some words of advice, my friend. If you plan to challenge the lords of this tribe, your blunted nail may prove inadequate. You don't say. There's a city nearby, the old capital of Hollanist. I've heard a nailsmith resides there. Seek out the old bug and you may find progress easier. Yeah. Hey Shadow. That's a good tip by him. I'm going to promptly ignore. Yep. Figured it was about time to finally, continue this. Been having the itch for a Metroidvania anyways, so it still works. Alright, let's... You know what? If he's gonna sit there right against the floor here... Who am I to deny potentially free damage if... like that? There we go. Hey. It's not cheating, it's playing it smart and resourceful, alright? Like this. Oh. Just enough of a gap, huh? Well, good. I have someone to help point me in the right direction so I don't have to look things up. And potentially spoil stuff. Always helpful with these kind of games. Alright, you. Since your head's a little bit too tall there, let's just give you a little trim off the top. Alright. That connects for... Okay. I see what I'm supposed to do already, and I know I'm gonna hate this, but... Yep. Actually, that's not so bad. The initial dash was the worst part there. I've heard. It's part of the reason why I decided it was finally time to, play the game. Figured, before its sequel comes out, may as well at least, figure out why people are so hyped for it. So far, I can see why. It's always fun to go for speedruns, in my opinion, for these kind of games, Shadow. These games in the Resident Evil games are normally amazing speedrun games. Right, there is parrying if I can time it right. Or I should say clashing in that case, not a true parry. Alright. I need to remember that, because that's probably going to be important for certain bosses. Hold on. I need to get just a little bit higher up here. I can imagine, considering you said that controller had a lot of stick drift. You look like Hornet. Is Hornet not actually a hornet? You know, fair enough there. Is Hornet instead of Mantis? Is that what they're getting at here? Is their name misleading? Or is this not a Mantis village, but a Hornet village? I mean, we did have a few, what looked like wasps there. Oh. Okay, fine. Okay. Well, they're definitely getting faster. Also, love the music here. It didn't work the first time, why would it work now? Okay. I got completely... Oh... Nope. We're going right back there. May ask later, but initially when going through areas, I would prefer not to, so I could find them myself. That's part of the fun with these games, is finding the secrets yourself. At least in my opinion. Yeah, I saw that. I just, out of a quick reflex, you know, reacted as if it was the first one. I noticed she will be slightly higher up for the disc attack that starts higher. It was just, you know, getting mixed up once and then kind of autopiloting into failure there, rather than recovering. Like I said, I'm not against it later, probably, you know, when I'm trying to wrap up more the secrets. Okay. But on the initial play... I was not expecting my ghost there, to be honest. Also, I forgot about the Mantis literally right in that spot I want to land. Yeah. You know what? I may also be very tired right now. I did collect my money right before I died there, Shadow. At least I'm pretty sure I did. Okay. Also, I hate to tell. Hope you're having a good day. Oh. You know what? That works. Okay, you know what? Hold on. There. Quit rushing. That's how I end up dying here. Just get down here. There. Should just dashed over him. It'll be fine. I totally won't mess up the platforming here. Yeah, I may or may not be very tired right now. So don't be surprised if I make a lot of the same mistakes every now and then. But a little too excited to you know, not give this a try. Just don't expect the best when it comes to reaction times and that, shall we say. Let's see here. It's probably gonna aggro if I jump down. One could say I'm used to it by this point. Wouldn't be the first time. Definitely won't be the last. Alright. There. I actually remembered the mantis is over on the right there. I don't know why, but it feels like the mantis should be right here blocking the path. Rather than just off in the corner there. I was about to say, you better not sit there guarding it. You know what? Revenge for earlier. There. Alright. Was expecting a different opening there. Okay. You know what? Yeah. I don't know how I did so, or seemingly well the first fight, and then get that result. But, you know, I guess beginner's luck with that first one? One could argue.
I'm being told that it's a skill issue, just don't die.
I mean, yes.
I'm being told that it's a skill issue, just don't die.
It most certainly is. Yeah, I do need to remember to, you know, bounce off the head, shall we say. Let's use this guy to actually get some healing back here. I just need to, you know, not required to heal. Clearly that boss isn't gonna let me. That was partially my mistake. Hey, thank you for the follow, Hollow Knight. Or sorry, the Hollow Knight. Thank you, thank you. Welcome on in. Yeah, it's a classic for these kind of games.
This is fine. I'm okay with the events that are unfolding currently.
I am. I just need to get good. That's the whole thing here, Shadow. This is just a case of get good platforming edition. At least when it comes to the spikes there. Alright. That's kind of a weird place for it to put the Shadow. Honestly. I'm fine with it because it allows me to collect it quicker, but it's just a weird spot for it. Alright, you know what? Not in the mood to deal with you. So that blast is worth 3 strikes, so I need to use that as a pun. You know what? No heals, all punishes. Just use the range blast any chance I get here. Even, you know, right there where I probably shouldn't have. Use it actually to fix my mess up there. I was hoping to actually get that extra hit there as well as save myself from the damage, but greed. Okay, I don't have the time on the upwards attack there. Okay. I thought I'd noticed that. Also, I noticed how as soon as I start using the blast...
I'm being told that it's a skill issue, just don't die.
I feel like I'm going to be hearing that one a lot with this game. Ah. Wait, you can pogo off those? Hmm. Okay then. Forgot about the projectiles being interactable. Let's get down here where I'm on more solid ground to maneuver. Don't worry, by the end of this, I'll every now and then get a no-hit attempt going. And I am fine with that, and I'm very thankful for that, Tatello. This is definitely one of those games where I feel like spoilers... they can ruin it, potentially. In some spots, at least. Not spoilers that there's a, you know, puddle of water there, but, you know. There we go. Yeah, don't mind the sloppy gameplay. It's normal. I'll lock. I don't know why I decided to jump right there. I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea what, you know, clicked and went. I need to jump after landing here. And you know, I don't imagine you'd be missing much Tatello from what I've seen of that game so far. Alright. Sure. I always love, you know, little lore tidbits in that. Or, you know, little details. Like a rash? Is that the kind of growth you're seeing, Vitello? If so, you should probably get that checked out. Alright. Fair enough. Alright. Play the boss music once again. Ah. Okay, so on that one I couldn't punt it. That does seem a little faster. And I can get a heal right there. Okay. Also, see the camera. Just give me a moment here. Here. Well, I've got a slight pause in the action there. You know, speaking of a horn beetle, it's not the dung beetle. Okay, I waited too long there. I have an idea for one. I still need an emote for Nikita, and I've got a picture that may work for it. I'll have to show it or share it in the Discord in a moment here. But suffice to say, she thinks she's very stealthy sometimes. So why not turn her supposedly stealthy stance into the blurry cam emote? You know, and just have it be like stealth mode engaged. Or just have that as a soundbite for it. That would work too. Alright. I was expecting the impale there. Oh, what fun indeed, alright? Oh. Oh boy. Well, I can already... That's just mean. I was waiting for them to split there. Well. Maybe I should actually consider the advice to go get the nail upgrade. Just maybe. But then that would be admitting defeat, right? If you don't beat the game with the base weapon, you know, kind of like the rusty straight sword in Dark Souls, are you really playing the game? You know, that kind of mentality. Yeah, I was not expecting them both to join in right there. I don't know why I didn't expect it, you know. I was expecting some kind of ramp up or something. Not double the boss. You know, double the fun there. I just realized I had started on the mentioning the horned beetle thing, and about actually for the first time, since I've actually started living, in this area, finally actually seeing a horned beetle. Didn't think they were in the area, but apparently they are. Just had never seen one before in person in the area. Okay. Thought it was kind of odd because it's like, I feel like that's something if it's in the area, you would have seen, because it's not exactly a small beetle. Okay. Let's see if I can no-hit this first phase. I say right as I challenge that. So that's a no. It'll be fine. Patience is key. I may be able to get 2 hits there. If I'm quick enough. Yeah, okay. Was too stuck on the fact I got 2 hits there. Hold on. Could I perhaps get an extra hit there if I'm quick enough? Alright, can't punish that because I was too far away. We'll just smack on that one. Did that too high. Yeah, keep doing that attack. It'll work wonders for you. Alright. I need to just choose a direction there. That's what's getting me hit. Okay. I see where I'm messing up when she does the impaling attack. Or it. Don't know what it is. But, it's, I'm, like, trying... Or, like, basically going back and forth rather than just sticking with a direction. That was the wrong spot there. Alright, we're just gonna get down here. Alright. Yeah, I can definitely... The nice thing is, this game isn't like one of those where, at least in my opinion, it's not one where you're like, oh, that was BS. No, it's just, you feel it's just your execution is off. That's kind of the nice thing about these kind of games. Is when they're done well, like this one seems to be, and from what I've heard it is, you know when you messed up. Yeah, I'll do one more. Well, we'll do like a few more attempts here, and if I'm struggling that much, I'll just go get the nail upgrade. And not be too stubborn about it. Should be able to just drop down right here and get my money. There we go. You know, I have a feeling I'll figure out what you're meaning there shortly. But yeah, that's hopefully how it will keep feeling, though. Okay, I did mess up there, but at least it didn't result in me taking damage. Okay, that did hit. Ooh, about ran into him there. I will say the one thing I don't like, but this is just always my issue with these kind of games. Contact damage. Hold on. That is my one gripe, I will say, but that's just... It's something that's normally in these games, so it's not like a big issue. Just gonna go ahead and do that. Might feel like that one was faster. I feel like sometimes that attack is feeling like it's coming out faster, but it could just be me not quite focusing on which one it is. Okay, that was too high up. There's definitely a longer delay right there on the one that's lower first. I about messed up there again. Luckily, I caught myself quick enough. Yeah, that one's definitely faster on the coming out animation there. Probably how they're meant, or it's meant to catch you and make you recognize the boss's pattern more. Since you want to react to it quicker. Alright. Okay. Whew. Okay, it was that one again. Okay, they recover faster on that one. Okay. About made the same mistake there. And that's where I will say I don't like contact damage. For moments like that where I just get that tad bit too close.
I'm being told that it's a skill issue.
It is.
Just don't die.
I'm, you know, definitely getting better at that second phase already. That attempt, other than the series of me falling for the same thing over and over, felt like it went pretty well. Trying to tempt one of the kittens over. One moment. We'll go get one. There is a special, or an ultimate redeem for that, by the way, as well. But let me go get one here. You know, first one's free of charge. I see. I didn't actually see that before. Glad you noticed it. This is Mabel. Hey, Mabel. Yes. Enjoying the cuddles? Not so much the position. Here. Okay. That better? Yeah. Oh. Actually, I've never watched Gravity Falls. It was just we were having trouble coming up with a name, and it was, you know, the one that popped in the head for it at the time. But it fits, you know, she's very sweet. It's a nice name for her. Alright. You know what? I'm gonna get the little bit of extra juice here. While I can. There we go. Just a few souls to throw into the fire here. Alright. Well, that's a great start. Yeah, keep doing that. Or that one. That works too. Yeah, if I need to heal, that's definitely the animation to do it on. Well done. Ooh. I got this. Yeah, right there. Because that's definitely a longer animation, so that's a safe heal. Can't let these fine souls go to waste. I've heard it's really good. Honestly, there's a lot of series I need to catch up on. I've never been one to really sit down and watch most series for the longest time. So I've kind of got a backlog of ones that have been recommended or ones I've heard are really good. I need to check out. One of the few I actually have sat through and watched is the Castlevania series. At least the first one. You know, Hardy, I caught the pun in there. Yes. That I have watched. Oh, I actually caught that back when it was still, like, being released rather than watching it all at once. Definitely thoroughly enjoyed it. Though I feel like that's... I feel like that's normal. That one's pretty easy to enjoy. Okay, that was greed. These guys definitely punish greed a lot. Which is good. You know, gotta teach players somehow that greed will get you punished. Okay, that one's not really punishable. Mistimed the pogo there. Okay. I need to be cautious about that. I imagine that with these kind of games, there's normally not too many you can face tank. About thought I died there from contact. I should have just kept my mouth shut till after the fight. Oh. But that's a sign of a good game where you can't face tank through the boss. You actually have to learn them. And I imagine that's like one of the first bosses, because it definitely felt like it.
I'm told that it's a skill issue, just don't die.
I mean, it is. That's always the issue. Well, not always, but a majority of the time the issue when it comes to bosses. Alright. Don't mind me just passing through. You guys know me by this point, right? Surely we don't have to go through the whole song and dance of, you know, I poke you with the pointy nail, you poke me with the sharp stinger. And we can just be on our way. Did not know that thing could fire a projectile. I guess I'm not being left alone here. Well, you know what? I need the healing. Yeah, I was not expecting my own shadow to shoot back at me. Give me that soul. Alright. I love the stance our character takes there, by the way. Just pulls the sword out to pose for him. I mean... yeah. I could gather. At least I'm better with the sword than it is. I jumped too late there. Well, more I jumped in the wrong spot. I should be going to the middle of the arena for that one. Or jumping over to the middle. Alright, I'm just gonna let that go so I can save the flask. I don't remember how many hits it is for this. But I imagine I'm getting close already. There we go. Alright. Just get that one there. Just to make sure I can be full health for the next phase. We'll see about that. Oh. Thought I had one more heal to do there. I wasn't paying attention to my actual health. I mean, now I do need the one. Or that one more heal. Okay. I need to stop doubling back there. And I've messed up the angle. Recenter. Oh, I need to be punished. That's my mistake for taking the hand off the controller here.
I'm being told that it's a skill issue, just don't die.
And what's up? The one that's down bottom. Can I get to them, actually? Sure, we can go back down there real quick. I'll go see if I can get to them, actually. Because I don't think I had the platforming jump originally. Thank you for reminding me about that. So let's see. That's definitely not it. Hold on. Looks like there's a path right there. It's gotta be a hidden path. Hold on. Either that or it's just not accessible yet. That needs a medallion. Yeah, it looks like it's not accessible yet. Okay. I imagine when I can open up that door. Not quite sure. It looked like there was something off to the left there. I could be missing something. Definitely can't break that. Wait. No. That does have give, but it lines up still. Hey, Genotad. How's your day been? Let's check these spots real quick. There's one thing I haven't checked here. At least that I can think of. What's right above this? Is there a spot I can go here? We'll go deal with the council first. Just, you know, while I'm still willing to throw my face against them until they break. Most efficient way to squash a bug. It probably is. But I've already started walking over here, so we'll just get this first. Plus, I have a good feeling about this run. I say probably jinxing it here. Yeah, may that good feeling's misplaced here. Alright. get these guys over to get the residue. But yeah, if we die again, I'll go back in that room and check up just a little bit more. I thought I had checked all the walls there, but I probably just glanced over it. They definitely did a good job. It's just, for me, I very much fall victim to the fact I will get complacent and then just eat a whole bunch of damage right at once. Alright. Or do something like that. Because of contact damage. I mean, that's beside the point. Okay, I don't have enough for a heal there. Unfortunate. Smack him in the face there real quick. There we go. I need to remember the blade actually has a good amount of range. I always want to be like right next to him when I swipe, but it actually does reach decently far. Okay. Yeah, this fight's definitely meant to be like, how long can you last? I can tell. At least for an early boss. I can imagine that can get you through the first parts, but I also know that's just gonna mess me up in the long run. So I'm deciding to, you know, take it slow, actually learn the bosses here. Try and fight them proper. Meaning as little hits as possible, hopefully. Debatable how that second part's going. There we go. Well, I'm already full health. I can get that, okay. I did a short jump there. Alright. That's worth going for there. I'd rather you guys not use that one. And I need to back up rather than going forward there. And just... I probably have a safe heal there. I panicked. I pulled back. Alright. Let's go check down there real quick. Well, I've got the benefit of already playing through the, basically all the Souls games. I already have the, you know, you actually have to learn at least a little bit about the bosses. Alright, so what wall have I not checked? It can't be this simple, right? Didn't seem like it. I already checked that one. You know, I should have known better. Yeah, I'll let you get that one. It's a good game. It has its issues. Don't let anyone tell you it's actually a like flawless game. It has its own issues. All of the games do. but they're still great games. It is a very good game. It's just a lot of people act like it can do no wrong, and any gripe you have with it is a personal issue. No, it does have issues. So if something feels like, wrong, that's just the FromSoft special. But there will be spots where it'll feel rough, or rushed, to be honest. Even though a lot of people will try and say they don't exist, they do. Go ahead and get that to blow itself up. Yeah. That's one of those bosses. At least in my opinion. With that one. There we go. Okay. Okay, at least there's a checkpoint right there. Thank you for letting me know, by the way, I could get to this point. Okay. Honestly, Gaping Dragon is one of those that it's hard not to. Oh, I'm hating this. At least it's right here. Not too worried about the money. Oh, you're meaning that. Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna do that. I see what you mean by cheese now. You gonna sit there calm for a moment? Thank you. Does that... Okay. I didn't realize that gas trail did damage from them. Don't mind me just, dying to a basic enemy. Yeah, honestly, a lot of the bosses have easy ways to deal with them that may not be quick or efficient, but they work. So always know, if there's a boss you're struggling with in it, there's some way you can make it easier. Just gotta find that way. Okay. Okay, I'm not faster than either. Should have known. Oh, I don't like that perspective change. I should just use the blast on them. Yeah, there's some weird ones like that. To be fair, Moonlight Butterfly does have a very good soundtrack. But yeah, there's definitely some big oddities like that. Alright. Let's just get up here. There we go. That's a rite of passage. Alright. Please, don't leave me behind. On. Let me just... You forgot about me. I knew you would. Everyone always forgets about me. Oh. Who are you? Your face, you're... So... I'm sorry. I got lost. I don't know how I ended up here. You came here to rescue me, Bretta? The girl that everyone just ignores? Sorry, when I look at your face, I just can't believe you came all the way down here to rescue me. Well, I didn't. We just happened upon you. Sorry. Thank you. I'd better go. Back to town, I'd better get home. Let's put it this way. A running theme in the Souls games. You are not the good guy. That's just fitting. And that's a great moment. You know, they knew there'd be people like myself there who didn't just walk into the wall and were expecting like a breakable wall to be the way that was hidden there. And they would be correct. Clearly. At least I'm not the only one who clearly didn't figure it out, immediately there. I should have guessed, actually, thinking about it. First rule of thumb in these kind of games. Rub your face against every wall. You know, just really jam your face in there, making sure you get, you check everything properly. Alright. Now that we've rescued someone, back to, these three. Blasphemous, from what I could tell when I tried it, definitely seems like it's gonna be one of those where, you really are incentivized to do that. It seems like it's gonna have a lot of hidden secrets there. That was the low one. It's slightly higher. Just heal up right here. Take the save point. Because I'll probably do something like that anyways. Curse me in the doubling back trying to stay in the center all the time. Or, you know, doubling back to try and get the hit afterwards. Yeah, definitely Blasphemous, I will say, does seem like it's one of those that really sticks to the old school Castlevania feel with that. Where, like, you're incentivized to do everything. I don't know why it didn't heal there. I was holding the button. Oh, I hope that's not a sign there. With this controller. Let's see. Nope. Okay. Not enough time for 2 heals. Good to know. I figured it wasn't, but... I mean... Got all the chances to check here. And this should be good. There we go. Near full energy, which is great. Okay, so I need to be a little careful about the punish there. Just so I don't get punished myself. Alright, that's the actual one. Okay, I do need to pogo off that most of the time. At least I get the hit there. Or I could do that, I guess. I'm hoping they both don't have their own individual health bars here. I'm kind of banking in that. To be fair, as soon as I eliminate one, it should be easier. Okay, I don't have enough time for that. Good to check, though. That's definitely safer than pogoing. They do. Okay. I even hit the dash. Hey, mongrel. Don't mind me just getting wrecked by this boss here. Because I get impatient or I just don't react quite quick enough.
I'm being told that it's a skill issue, just don't die.
It's okay. Most of the weapons are fine in that game. There's only a few truly bad ones. It does have one of the benefits of being a longer axe with a decent strength scaling, I believe. And a decent AR. So it's not horrible. It also does have, like I said, have more reach, which actually helps with axes. It's not that bad, mongrel. Plus, you can always use it to craft into a boss weapon if you really don't feel like keeping it around. It may actually be a quality weapon if... Now that I think about it. Is it CNC? If it's CNC, it's quality. Which... It'll still be better on the strength side. If you're two-handing it. But... You know what? I'm just gonna do this for the little bits here. How's your day been, mongrel? Hopefully you're having a good Sunday. Good enough. Alright. I will defeat you guys this time. Mark my words. Ah, boo. I mean, at least the rain will help cool stuff down for a little bit, but... Sorry, dear, it's been a boring day for you. Go ahead and blast these. Oh, well then. Yeah, that's definitely good news then, for the rain. At least in that case, you know? Alright, we'll get the last few hits in here. I should get a chance to either heal or... Dude, cold summers are the best. Warm summers are awful. It is very good. Halberds in general are really good. And it's one of the higher AR halberds. Plus, there is a hidden effect on them. It does, I think, like an extra 20% damage to demons. Okay. Don't just... There. Attack rating. It's just the shorthand for attack rating. Okay, just don't be greedy, and this will be fine. Okay. I say as I get greedy. With trying to heal there. Oh. We'll do one more attempt before I go, well, I know I can do this without the upgrade, but I'll go look for the upgrade since they, recommended the nailsmith be found. I'll need to find them eventually anyways. I'll just take the damage there. I mean, there's a lot of abbreviations, people. Shorthand. That's more for typing, and it's just, you know, people read it as they see it. So that's more of the reason why it came about, probably. I don't like him using the magic there. Because I don't want to fight out there. I want to fight in here. I keep jumping into the ceiling here. I'm trying to get them to jump down further, but they're not going to. Okay. At least I'm full health. Alright. Let's just do that real quick. Get what I can. You will fall. I will make sure of it. Now the real question. Do I be too stubborn for my own good and just refuse to upgrade, period? For the whole run. Wouldn't that be funny for our first playthrough? I'll still go free the nailsmith. But now that would probably make some of these fights take way too long. So basically, it halves the time you're in fights. More or less. I mean, obviously, there's the... It's only 80% quicker, but, you know. do that. Why did I react like that was going to be the upper one? There we go. I bet. It's definitely funny when you get to that point, because honestly, I would say I had a similar instance like that in Dark Souls 1, except I just didn't feel like it was, or I already felt like I was way too strong with the, I think I beat the game with a +7 Zweihander on my first run. Didn't even find the ember that, or the, what is it, the giant ember? The one that actually allows you to get to +15. I can't remember if that's not the large ember, is it? It may be. I don't remember them, it's been too long. But I know, I didn't even find that on my first playthrough and just went through the game at, you know, just +7. I think no, I didn't even make any boss weapons. Now that I think about it, because I didn't even upgrade anything to +10 to, you know, actually check them out. Or very large. Yeah. Hey, at least I gave it a slightly better description of the giant ember there, rather than just very large. Now, if only they thought of that one. Especially since you give it to a giant blacksmith. Or, wait, no, Andre. It's still Andre for that one. Okay, that impale attack there is very annoying. I need to just dodge rather than trying to walk out of it. I'm too used to the movement before you get that dodge. Nice. I was about to say nice try, but it actually worked, Hardy. You know what? Good job. Fair enough. Good job.
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me!
Yeah, I thought I was in the clear there. Nope. Well, don't worry. Well, I guess sorry about that then. You know, I didn't mention where it is. That'll just, you know, give you the slight tip of, check around. Fair enough, but still. I try not to spoil stuff, but I'm sometimes very bad about that, of just, like, not thinking about it and mentioning it. Gotten better about it, but still at those moments every now and then. At least with relatively minor stuff like that normally, I should say. Alright, you know what? We can just get full health right here. I'm not gonna just open it up. Oh, thank you. Well. Can't believe I just jumped into that. Just barely didn't have the range there. I don't want to push my luck too much there, I guess. So I'll just leave that one as the opening for the heal. Still. Okay, we don't have enough for the heal. There we go. Ooh. Let's focus on getting through this one. Get in the pattern here. As long as I can stick with this pattern, you know, at least until I can, or like stick with just focusing in here. As long as I can get rid of one of them there, I can easily swap back to this pattern. Okay, if I'm quick about that, I can do that. I figured I could, but always better to test. Okay. We'll just do that. So if I recognize that may be a double impale, I can very safely just dash both with one dash. At least it seemed like it there. Maybe that was just lucky timing. I need to be very careful about the positioning there if I'm going to walk out of it. Okay. I will give them credit. They do a lot of variation, I'm noticing, with the attack types for the bosses. Which I like. I like when the bosses have more variations of similar attacks like this. Because it gives some room to make errors, you know? But it allows them to keep the boss to where you can roughly predict what they're going to do at the same time. Okay, can you guys quit with the projectiles here? Thank you. Get what hits I can in here. Yes. Okay. That was a little BS. I will say that. I know you're incentivized, it seems, on this boss to stick in the middle, but just a little annoying there. Alright. Get my heal in. And I get my reprieve here. There we go. No upgrades required. Just a lot of patience. I even earned the respect for it. Now can... Okay, you did open the door. Good. Can I pick that up? I feel like that would be a little bit better weapon than this tiny nail. The longer pointy stick is normally the better one. Okay. I saw one of those shards earlier. I still need to go back and see if I can get that. Especially now. There's something to the left there. I can almost guarantee there's something to the left. Okay. Well, you know what? Nearly overcorrected there. I don't like how dark this is, but I do see the ledge right there. Can't hide those coins from me. I do need them after all. I'm gonna go in the deep nest. What have I got to lose? There's no sanity left here. Let's see what I can find. I see. I know I'm probably supposed to have the lantern for this to, you know, make it easier here, but, hey, it wouldn't be, you know, proper playing a Metroidvania if you didn't, you know, do some stuff slightly out of order. Okay, stuff to... Ow. Just gonna do that real quick. I see. Not a fan of the obligatory swamp level. I was hoping that couldn't actually see me right there. Okay, so I'd have to be very quick if I wanted to go that route. And it's fine. We'll go another way. We got the ability to go down there at least. Let's go find the nailsmith. So what path would lead us there? Forgotten Crossroads? That bottom path there, maybe? Because I don't see us getting through the left side there. I feel like it's got to be the... You know what? I see right there. Up in the... Let me just... Right there. Sorry. A little bit further. Right over there. That little corner there. I could also chase Hornet. That is fair. I'm guessing that opens up the way. But we'll take a quick peek, see, you know, if I can. If I can? Maybe. Hornet did want to be left alone, though. Oh. Wait. Cool. I don't have to actually worry about coming through here. See, what was in Mantis Village? I guess there is the exit right there. Technically. That would be an option. We'll go check the path over here, though, first. Let's see. Okay, so we're at this point. Yep, alright. Let's head all the way back here. Nice and relaxing. You know, this is a good reward for actually earning the respect here. I get just to freely walk around and do as I please. As long as I don't attack them, of course. I imagine they wouldn't be so willing to, you know, play nice here. Now these guys, on the other hand, they don't care I've got the Mantis's respect. So still gotta teach them who's boss. Mainly, you know, meaning don't run into the explosive throwers there. Let's see. Should be one more up. They had it coming. You know what? I already see how I can get over here. I didn't even have to fight the Mantis Lords for it. But I do actually have to, you know, not panic. I say. I probably, just probably should have activated the bench. Or gathered up some healing first. That's the money. Oh. I'm definitely going to have to get better about not overcorrecting movements. Because that's where a lot of my issues, I think, are coming from here. When it comes to, like, the platforming. Is me just overcorrecting and, you know, going off the platform. Alright. At least we had the nice relaxing walk through there. Now to go through the minefield. At least slightly. Which way was this one? Okay, that's not the right way. And that doesn't lead to a bench either. Okay, quit. I'm kind of panicking here when I see that explosive. Because I know I'm in one-shot range, and I don't want to accidentally hit it. Go ahead and smack him away here. Okay. You know what? At least I get the healing back. I'm definitely going to go up and activate the bench, though, just in case. Alright. I tried jumping over it. You know what? I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure the station's actually further up. Fine. Fine. We'll just go ahead and head up the normal way. I won't try and be fancy about skipping those jumps. There, at least. You know, there's probably a station back there, actually. I'm almost tempted to still explore the deepness there and see if I can get a, you know, quick travel back to this place. But okay. Just go ahead. There we go. Don't care. But what if I wanna? I've heard plenty of great things about it. Plus, can't just skip out on it for the whole time. Gonna eventually go there. But I do. Honestly, that's a long trek back. Let's just do this. I'll just get some extra healing from these guys. Alright, so I should be right about... Okay. I think I see where I am. Did I already pass it, though? No. I see where it... Okay. We almost are there. It's literally right up here. Alright, don't shove myself off. Okay, you know what? I'm just doing that. I feel like that's better for my sanity there than trying to go through that spiky path. Oh. Just giving myself extra incentive to get it right there. Don't worry about it. I mean, we do have this. One of those, or a couple of those guys. I didn't agree to be locked in here. I want back out. Okay. Just gonna be extra safe here. Because I got hit by an explosive missile, basically. There we go. So those are just an enemy type. Okay. Yeah. I can already see that getting on my nerves. Because I noticed the explosives do much more damage than normal. Goodbye. This looks like someone. It isn't. I heard it too. Okay. Don't mind me, just very low health. Very alert. I wasn't here. You didn't see me. You see nothing. Okay. There we go. Also, nice music. Poke. I saw that. The great gates have been sealed. None shall enter, none shall leave. Feels like there should be more here. Oh, hey. How's it going?
Nah, me no bis.
Ooh. The capital lies before us, my friend. What a somber place it seems. And the one that holds the answer to many a mystery. I too have felt the pull of this place, though now I sit before it to find myself hesitant. I'm not falling asleep yet, Artie, don't you worry. Is it fear, I wonder, or something else that holds me back?
Nah, me no bis.
City looks to be built on an enormous cavern, and the rain pours down from the cracks in the stone above. There must be a lot of water up there somewhere. I suppose if the cave roof stayed strong for this long, it should hold for us. I wouldn't assume that. That's how you get, you know, flooded in and, you know, stuck under the water. Before I leave this kingdom, I'd like to see where all that water comes from. What a sight it must be. If you look down from here through the rain, you can just make out those twisted sentries. They're husks stuck in an endless patrol. I'd be cautious around them, my short friend. Their training would not have been forgotten. The city presents some formidable foes. Isn't this a wonderful spot for a rest? I so love the sound of rain upon glass. Yeah, not gonna lie. I could literally just, like, lean back here, you know. Just relax to the sound of the rain here. It is very soothing. And, you know, probably not off. In the meantime. Alright. Oh, it's these guys. I recognize these guys now. Basically, it's not true rain. It's, there's a water reservoir of some kind above the cave ceiling here. It just, you know, simulates rain. So, you know, water's wet, rain is rain. That kind of deal. Why call it something fancy like, you know, water runoff when you can just go, it's rain. And be done with it. Alright, we'll actually take this down here. The City of Tears also. I saw that symbol. I know those contrarian arguments. Water is indeed wet. It's how we describe it. It's a description for it. At least one of many. It can also be cold or warm. Can I pick this up? This is a much nicer one. Why do I have to visit the smith? I could just grab this and swap to our greatsword, right? Or this one. Either of these. They look perfectly usable. In fact, they look like they're in better condition than our own. I mean, true. But at the same time, doesn't that mean water causes wetness? Therefore, water is wet. Have you brought me another nail to be honed? Leave it on the ground and return later if you're still breathing. Oh, I thought you were someone else. After a nailsmith, are you? Well, you found one. Not much for talk, but if a nail needs repairing, then you've come to the right bug. Your own nail is in quite the sorry state. Obviously, it's not one of my own. Still, anything can be refined with enough effort and skill. Even that broken blade. If you'd like, I can reforge a nail. It'll make the blade far more deadly. Yeah, we'll see you when we have the Geo. I didn't say it was any better. But does that just, you know, leave it open for either way is correct? So then we just go with what's the most common use. Yeah, I need to, just, you know, mug a few bugs here. See if maybe there's something hidden down there. Alright, come on, you guys. Give me all this wonderful coin. These guys will take a while. Where's the... Let me go find one of those knights. They drop more coin, right? Surely I can't get myself killed on just a single one. Especially when they're so predictable. Yeah, see, they drop a whole 10 coins. Should probably look for a one of those outcroppings. I feel like I can get up there. Well, you're a flying one. That's new. Not very threatening, though. Not entirely wrong. There is some fun to be had in it. And you know, as is the saying with some of the things like that, technically right is the best kind of right. And what better place, you know, to be technically right? Alright. Deal with this one first. Get down here. That way I actually have a proper platform to fight you on. Alright, we're most of the way there. We'll get the geo just by exploring here. Hauling a seal. Check what that does in a moment. Okay, you know what? Just gonna, you know, smack you on the toes here. Okay, what do we have? You're a chunky guy. Didn't help you much. Well, sadly I have to hand that to the Pokemon. I mean, they regularly deal with stuff that's, you know, more dangerous than a lion. Oh. I'm searching for rare items, have you? Well, hands off. This collection is mine and I won't be selling it to grubby wanderers. Oh, on. Wrong thing. There we go. Still, I imagine you've come across many interesting items in your travels. Maybe you'd care to part with some? I'll offer a fair trade. I mean, yeah, but you have Pokemon that can basically destroy the planet. Or freeze time. Ooh. I feel like I should check that first. I will ask. Is there anything special I can do with these? Are they just for selling? And while I'm doing that, let me double check and make sure. Okay, this was a shortcut, and hey, there is money here. Ah. Okay. Okay. What about, you know, just getting rid of it all?
Oh, Paul.
Alright. A seal, very interesting. This. You know of the kingdom's 5 great knights, they're revered figures of the Halonest, often mentioned in the annals of the kingdom, but only as a group. Okay. Good to know. Of course, you know, I have to find this old codger here. If I want to actually sell him. Alright. Aeons passed since their time. Big grand achievement to discover their identities. We'll go ahead and see. I'm just going to go ahead and convert them. Alright, paint a morbid tale. It seems the fate was unkind to those who traveled to Halness ruin. We'll just get a bit extra in case I can get, like, 2 nail upgrades, maybe. Might as well get as many as I can while we're here. Well, that's too bad for the lion, then. Isn't it? I don't think they get much of a say in their destruction. In this case. I would test if I could get squished there, but I have a feeling I know the answer. Yeah, go ahead and go splat against that wall. And let's just make our way over here. But if I erase you, who is left to sue? See, it's a win-win. You don't have to worry about it anymore. And I don't have to deal with the issue. Alright. Reforge this little toothpick here. Oh, get to work then. What was that? You just smacked it over with the hammer here. You didn't reforge it, you just smacked it over the anvil a couple times. What is this? There you go, reforging is complete. Let me see what that is. I've honed your nail's edge. You'll find it much stronger than it used to be. Head out there and test it against your foes. Still here? Is there something you want? Pale ore in you... Okay. And we only saw the 3 hits, so we'll say he only did 3 hits. That's how it works. They have to show us if they want us to believe it's more. That feels much better. Just being able to one-hit those little guys there is already very nice. Because it feels awkward having to hit them twice. Wait. Okay. I couldn't see that spot because of, you know, myself being in the way. Wanted to check it and make sure I wasn't missing something. Alright. And you know, I need to find the tram system down here. Or the not the tram system, whatever the pathway is called. Oh, there's a village here. Just, you know, let them go into the ink there. It's so nice, it's, you know, not quite deep enough to submerge me, but them... Apparently they're shorter than I am, and they just They can't deal with the water level. Simple keyhole. Okay. So we need a simple key for that. Actually, what was that? Ooh. Quite the beautiful statue here. I was about to say, though, it looks a little familiar. We meet again, little ghost. Here. I'm normally quite perceptive. You are underestimated. Though I've since guessed the truth. You've seen beyond the kingdom's bounds. Your resilience born of two voids. The piano music in this is very good. It's no surprise that you've managed to reach the heart of this world. In doing so, you shall know the sacrifice that keeps it standing. If, knowing that truth, you still attempt to roll in Hollow's Nest's perpetuation. Seek the grave in the ash, and the mark it would grant to one like you. Memorial to the Hollow Knight. In the black vault far above, through its sacrifice Hollow Nest lasts eternal. Alright. Now to go look for a bench. There's probably one up here. Or not.
Velmi Orchid.
You know what? We'll just cash this in.
Oh, Paul.
Alright, offer plenty of the caverns. I doubt you'll find another one to trade it for Geo. Don't have any relics. Okay. You can actually see the journal right there in the shelf. So good to know that's literally just a slight shortcut back to the shop there. Just gotta try and bring down everything here. You know what? We're the Hollow Knight, right? They got our image a little wrong. The head's a little bit too narrow. And the horns aren't quite right. They got the height right, though. We definitely tower over everything. Who's to say we're not? We claim the title, so we are, right? That's how this works. Oh. So we have to head back up there? Okay. So we have to backtrack all the way to the initial part. And we tower over them. I mean, you know, we keep standing above the lesser bugs that we defeat, right? And we beat people taller than him, so we're taller, correct? That's how this works. I do need some pale ore. So I'll have to keep an eye out for any kind of upgrade material we see. And that wasn't I should probably actually pay attention to what I'm fighting. Oh, hey. You're still here. Fancy seeing you here. And what's this tower you speak of? We only know these caves. And the slight bit, of whatever we know from before. Okay. Go ahead and aggro that. Okay, so that still takes 2 hits. Makes sense. We can just go up this way. We did open up a bridge after all. It's not that much of a backtrack. We've got our money and we've got some extra. We can grab along the way. Hopefully get a lantern. So let's head up. Alright. Don't you worry about us. We're totally not gonna stab you in the back. We're just gonna blast you in the face instead. Okay. Oh, he made his decision. You know, I should have expected that. I actually forgot about that one. Alright, one more hit, and there you go. Okay. You can hold that in the meantime. You can just stay right there. Let me grab this first, just in case. Okay, so we just have to dash out of those. Makes sense. Lines up. So we still haven't found the path that leads there. I don't have a map yet. So that'll make it, you know, difficult to navigate through here. Go ahead and just dodge that one. I see. I didn't notice that before. I completely forgot about the giant barricade. You know, locking us in here. I was going to just walk back up to the surface, but yeah. Forgot about that. So we gotta find a way up. And around. Alright. That'll be easy enough. Let's just keep it moving here. I don't think... Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. We'll see. I'm just gonna look around, you know, see if I find anything. There's a path over here. Actually, wait. Oh. All right. What do you know? Oh, yeah. I actually forgot about this path over here. Yeah. And it's not us swimming. If you notice, we're just standing there. So it's just, they're short enough they drown in the water, and we're tall enough that we, don't. I can tell that thing's gonna be annoying. Yeah, that's gonna be very annoying. You know what? Can't get a good enough hit there. There's definitely something right there. That doesn't feel right. That does not feel right at all. Did you get down here? You saw nothing. And we're just too tall. We're totally not just light enough that we don't sink. It's gotta be the height. We're a tall bug. Alright. He's had to jump in the way. Just gonna head up here. Alright. Yeah, well, we're just very light. I mean, we don't do that much damage on a swing, so clearly we don't have that much muscle. But, we're just very lanky. That's all. It's, like I said, we're just tall. Doesn't mean we're, the heaviest or the lightest. That's just a side effect. Alright. I keep just, like, paddling my way back down to that. There we go. And here we are. It's... Okay, I see that was a perception check, Hardy. Hey now. No need to bring the weight into this. Do you see our character? He's a little self-conscious about that, alright? Okay. You know, I'm very glad he missed me there. Didn't that time, though. Don't have enough for a heal.
No. Anyway.
You know, at least we got that. Light normally leads the path. Let me in. I just want to get through. No, we have to go the other way. Oh. Well, perfect timing. We need a bench. Sorry, excuse me. Didn't mean to bother you there. Go about your business. That looks like a boss room. I'm gonna assume it is, and we're gonna go this way. There. Okay. I didn't agree to the... How did that hit me? That was just mean. I mean, we weren't, though. Like I said, it's just height. We're just a little bit taller. That's all. The musculature in that... We know our character's a little puny, alright? No need to rub it in. Alright, let's see if... I feel like I could have unlocked that and didn't. Pretty sure it was the... Or there wasn't a shortcut this way, it was the other area. So let's just head back that way. Alright. How dare they keep me away from my map? That would actually help me navigate this place. And keep track of the ways I've been. Why they gotta deny us such a vital resource? It's not like it's in a chest. It's not that valuable. It's just convenient. Alright. Yeah, evolution has a funny, like, sense of humor when it comes to stuff like that. You know, there's a lot of weird things that, you know, get evolved into. You know, I know it is. Evolution just didn't trust the penguins to actually sit on the eggs. So it made them eternally sit. So when they waddle around, they're just innately sitting on the egg. That's what it is. It's just ensuring they do what they're supposed to. Alright. I need to actually be careful because I don't want to lose all that coin. I did turn in all my stuff. What would that be? Alright, we'll get the double heal there. Okay, good. You just backed off. We're free to go. There it is. Okay. We'll get it in a moment. Let's see. That was that path. Okay. Just gotta make sure, I'm going the right way. Keep heading up here. There one more up. Nope. So this only goes one way at a time here, unless you hit it early. Okay. You will not deny me for my stuff. Even if it means I immediately get downed again. Okay. Oh. Well. Nothing to do but keep, going back. This time, hopefully playing it a little bit safer. Big guys make it their mission to, make it difficult to get around them. Without fighting them, at least. Though, to be fair, they're not actually that tanky. I think they're actually about the same as these guys are. Like these flying ones. In actuality. Oh. I guess he made it easy. But, they're not all like him. What's further up this way? A lot of extra pads there. That I don't think I went. Okay. And we'll just keep going the same way. Gotta get my runes, geo, souls, whatever you want to refer to them as. Alright. There. Go ahead and deal with him. Yep. Yeah. Bombardier beetles are kind of a crazy evolution when you think about it. Because it's they spray superheated liquid. Their bodies are actually adapted, obviously, to use it too. Sure. Take the money. Give me a bench. In fact, I have to pay for even the bench here. Alright. This is a change from those twisting natural caverns. The rain does cast something of a sadness upon it all. But the architecture is simply splendid. Such a different place, mapping such a different place is quite the challenge, though. One I've easily undertaken. If you care to purchase my copy of the Or a copy of my achievement so far? Sure. But yeah, bombardier beetles are one of those, like, really weird bugs. If you think about it, like, when it comes to evolution. Okay, brother first hatch, I wandered off. Leaving brothers and sisters and poor mother behind. I mean, yeah. Look at mantis shrimp for weird adaptations, considering it punches fast enough to superheat the water. As soon as I could move to Dirtmouth with my wife, huge ending kingdom to explore right on our doorstep. Who could resist? I'll let you return to your travels. With a little luck, we'll meet again. Be safe and farewell. And at least we have a map now. Now, it does have the way out marked. Okay. Looks like there's a crossroads point right there. What are you doing here? Zope, you old codger. Always forgetting what you're doing. Oh, watch where you're going, you soggy vagabond. I don't want you splashing me. I've had a miserable time trying to keep dry. I'm Zope the Mighty, we know. If I decide that I'm going to stay dry, that's what's going to happen. Curse this wretched city. Water and monsters constantly falling from above. No wonder this blasted kingdom fell to ruin. Have you seen them? The guards who still patrol this city? Even after dying? Being overly devoted to one's duty is no virtue. I don't think they have a choice in that. I somehow think, you know, there's a fungus inside of him. Well, I think it's more he forgets he got wet. Kind of deal, you know? Or he's just that, you know, unaware that or too stubborn to admit, you know, he did get wet. He wants to keep up the appearances. Well, I guess that lets me know these are spiky. Never would have guessed from the, you know, pretty sharp points right there. There. Let's go get the rest of that coin if I can. I think it was 1800, if I'm remembering right, for the lantern. Just get over here. Well, thought we may be able to get around. Nope. Not too eager to be fighting these guys. Alright, where's this lead? Let's just get rid of these real quick. Gonna go ahead and heal up here. And another Wonders Journal. Not the most important thing, but it's nice. Let's see. Actually didn't notice those spikes there. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna move over here real quick. Okay, it looks like there's nothing actually that way. Fine. Okay. I'm just gonna do that. That definitely collapses out from underneath. See, we're not that heavy. So it's gotta be the height. It can't be our character's a little on the pudgy side here. Okay, let's go ahead and use this. Alright. I mean, true. Okay, we have several stag stations. Memories are returning, like the stagways of my mind are running once more. Open stations, you'll have my deepest gratitude. But then how would we overpower some of these bugs if we're all fat? We gotta have a bit of muscle, so... I mean, we're cleaving through them pretty decent, even if... Because, our nail was quite rusty at the... and dull at the start, right? That's why we had to get it sharpened and reforged. So we had to be doing damage with pure strength. What's this? Lift? Sure, you know what? I just won't be getting the lantern anytime soon. Just check that room. Wait. I know where this lift goes. Yep. Wait, that means we can get over here. Hold on. Well, you see, they didn't lock up, so that's clearly not what was doing them in. Alright. Doesn't seem like there's anything there. I'm just gonna do that. There we go. And what do we have this way? Pale ore, maybe? A chunk of it? Oh, vessel fragment. Okay. Also pretty good. Alright, so those fragments are vessel fragments then. Good to know. Deal with him real quick. Let's see. I'm guessing we... Let's see. We got in from right there, so we're somewhere around in that area. Because we just took the elevator up. We'll check this real quick. I may recognize the area. Wait. I wonder if I recognize the area. It just seemed weird to break that right there, and since we're still here and stuff. Oh. Oh, wait. That was probably that egg right there I broke. But there was something up here. Okay. So what's up here? Just money? Also, it's kind of eerie with no background music in this area. Alright, so that was just money there. Kind of lackluster for a secret there, but hey. Let's just continue on, see if, you know, I see anything we can interact with really here. There is a vessel fragment here I still have to grab. I just don't remember where it is, actually. I'll find it. Probably wander through here. I know it was near... We saw one that looks like it was near one of the caterpillars. So we don't kill them in 2 hits. I hate these things. I hate little spawner enemies like this. They're always the worst. Alright, you know what? We're just gonna go ahead and do this. Alright, so... I'm right here. May have to give me a second here in a moment. Someone just let out the most pitiful meow she could. Can I? Ah, okay. I didn't realize I could do this. That's... You know what? There we go. Interesting. I didn't think about potentially bouncing off spikes there. Good. Also didn't think about not walking into them. Okay, you know what? You can stay there. We're just gonna keep going along. Just keep minding our own business here. Okay. Kind of hoping to stumble upon the fragment I was thinking of, but doesn't appear we will. Okay, we still hear something here. Ah. I need a key. And the lantern, because our character can't see it. Okay. Good to know there. Well. Should be the tram right there, I think. And I think this is the right way. Oh yeah, it's you. You know what? I want your money. Thank you. I need that. I totally need that. So I won't say no to, you know, taking his pocket change. Keep it moving here. Okay. Oh, here we go. We can go ahead and enter this, since we're already here. Temple of the Black Egg. Well, we were told to come here. But I'm guessing we need these masks here. So that's more just letting us know that's what we need to actually be keeping an eye out for. I mean, we could give it company with the rotten egg. That's always an... Oh. I saw that. What do we have here? And rancid, rotten, same difference. It's all semantics. Ooh. The maiden woke in the darkness, confused. She reached out. Sharp brambles jabbed at the sides. Burning acid bubbled close below. What nightmare led her here? What hope of survival remained? And she thought herself into despair. She fell until a light bloomed far in the distance. A bright glowing spot fast approaching. It swept its majestic horns about, leapt above the burning waters, and dove towards the maiden. Here, this will make it easier. Coming close, the form revealed at last a beautiful being. Sharp horns, gleaming white. Arms reach out for the damsel, gathering her up, grip firm. I thought that's who this was. You know, at least she got me this. I'm guessing that's a mask fragment. Yeah, we'll just never enter there again. Probably for the best. Ooh. We have the map for the deep nest now. I think we go to the deep nest next. But first, let's... Well... Obsessed? A little crazy, maybe even? Alright. This could be quite good. I still want this, though. Grant you more time to recover after damage. I mean, that would be good. I just really need to save for this. Go ahead and give him a blast to win. Oh. But I think that's actually a good place to go. We made some good progress for now. And, you know, we get to exit to this wonderful music. Thank you everyone for joining. Nice meeting you, Hollow Knight. Hope to see you around some more. We'll be continuing this game probably tomorrow. Most likely. We are going to raid out here, so give me just a minute to see who's online. And we can raid out to Brian. Alright. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. I will catch you all tomorrow, hopefully. Have a good night. Take it easy. I've got a few kittens to go cuddle with. And then some sleep to catch up on, maybe. Just had to get the final one. It's not stopping me from sleeping, Hardy. You can't make me. You did. I'll give you that. Alright. Well, I'll catch you all later. Bye-bye.